You're welcome to News Insight. Hello, guys.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Philip.
Good morning.
They say there is no cost too much for peace. It appears just one meeting, as reported, between Fubara and the Wike, everywhere appears to have been quiet, even when they have not come out to tell us we have resolved our differences. There's this peace in the air. Are you in support of whatever it might cost, whatever it might take, but let there be peace in Rivers? Philip.
Yes, you see, the interesting aspect of this whole Buhaha is that there seems to be peace in Rivers, as it were, by reason of that meeting. But the question you ask yourself is, where is this peace coming from in the first place? Who are the people brokering the peace? These two fellows are supposed to be members of People Democratic Party, PDP. But from what we read in the paper, what we're hearing, people who are brokering the peace are from the APC, the opposition party. Why is it that people within their party couldn't have taken this step only for the opposition party to take this step to broker peace?
Okay.
What does that tell you?
Okay. But also mind you that people of Rivers State are members of both PDP and APC. And Governor Fubara is governing members of all political parties in Nigeria as a Rivers State governor. So when you see APC people brokering peace, well, it's for the interest of the Rivers State. You're not taking it that way.
No, you're right. Yeah, but what happened with the question I asked? What happened to the people in PDP?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Fubara is governor of Rivers.
Yes.
And Rivers they belong to all political parties.
Exactly.
But where are these peacemakers coming from? They are from the West. And not only from APC, they are from the West. So that's the question mark. What will happen to the entire South? It's another question I asked you.
Yeah, I agree, because
So what I'm saying here is that, look, there's peace, but we don't know what, like you said, whatever price it takes, what this peace will amount to for the people of Rivers State.
All right. Is it the National Deputy Youth Leader of PDP, the person of, is it Osadelo Timothy or something like that? He was raising a voice that if Fubara are going to prostrate for Wike is just by normal African tradition. Because even in my place, if you quarrel with your father, no matter what happens, now you go back. So there's no debate about that. That if it is in line with just African tradition of begging, fine. But that Fubara should not sacrifice anything that belongs to Rivers State for his own personal position. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I saw it. I read it too. But the sacrifice here, Fubara being taken back as a governor or not, may not affect his immediate stomach again for the entire lifetime he has much to live. I think it's an advice well given, but like you rightly said, that whatever it will cost for peace to reign is worth it. Because the truth is this. The past 2 years, they've been having this crisis. A lot of resources, a lot of enmities have been caused. So many things has gone out of the hands of the right of Rivers have been denied, because of this crisis. So whatever, if you need to lie down there for 1 week, like dry fasting or dry line, whichever way you put it, it's okay. And like you rightly pointed out, that APC, you are surprised to an extent. It's not just a matter of APC members trying to be the people that are mediating. There's this normal thing that my right, I no agree, it is pointing pass when you listen. And the PDP may want to stand on right. No, this is supposed to be, this is supposed to be. And we all believe, or so many other persons have the feeling that the APC was behind the crisis, either you like it or not. But whichever way, if two Yoruba, former and serving same state governor, I wonder if it's the state that causes this trouble in the first place. A former governor of a particular state and a sitting governor of the same state, from another part of the country, coming to Rivers to resolve the crisis there. It means that the whole country as well have hope for the future.
Yeah. Okay, let me come into about, because he kept going in to that direction. Abiodun and Osoba, these are also two disciples of Asiwaju, no matter how you look at it, coming from the same Ogun State and being the arrowhead of reconciling Wike and Fubara. You people have to also understand, that's why I'm coming to you, that issues of River State has gone beyond rivers. It's a national issue. So when you find people from maybe from the West who are also very close to the president, as it is now, the president is even the one administering the whole piece, and the president is the head of APC. And the PDP you talked about are collapsing themselves into APC. You don't think these people are the right people to channel this peace so that it can be a lasting peace, rather than have PDP in the name of PDP. Tomorrow you don't know where they will be going to. Some are headed towards coalition, some are headed towards APC. We don't know where some are headed to.
Well, it's well said that peace has to be for the people to enjoy the dividends of democracy. And Ahmed Bola Tinubu is the sitting president, and he wants peace in the entire nation. For the purpose of that peace, he has, declared state of emergency and appointed so admin for rivers. And what I don't understand from your, explanation is whether it is the president who mandated both the sitting governor of Ogun State and the former governor to mediate on the rivers crisis and as to resolve the issue or not is that is beyond my understanding for now. Coming to the issue of Fubara going to prostrate before Wike and Sadolo saying that is the way of Africa of doing things, of resolving issue between elderly person and the younger person. We've said this long ago on this table that Fubara should eat the humble pie and go and talk to his master. So why would you have to wait till this time? Whether you like it or not, lives have been lost in River State, property has been destroyed, money has been wasted, so many things people had gone into depression and all of that. Why would you want to destroy entire state to the point that it is now state of emergency? People were, women were demonstrating for your return and they were tear gas and all of that before you take this step. Are you getting me? So whether it is the Ogun State people that are now more of peace-loving people to resolve the peace in the crisis in River State or not, is still cloudy. We can't understand what is actually going on. Why it had to come from that angle.
All right.
It's still not clear.
Okay. He's still worried about people from Ogun State getting involved. There is this news that was reported that Fubara met the president even in London. And these other two people you're talking about are members of the APC. So, like I said, Wike is, though a PDP member, he is working for APC government. So seeing flashes of APC in reconciliation, like you said, that is more, the cause is more of APC issue. I'm not very surprised whoever they decide to use. Some of these persons have personal relationship outside politics, which maybe somebody wants to talk to you, they look for your in-law, they look for somebody that you listen to. The person might not be from your village. Okay, so what River people want is peace, but at not a cost that would probably affect Rivers people. So putting that aside, okay, you have something to say?
Even if it's at a cost that will affect them somehow, there's check and balance. The effect of the crisis now, and then the price to be paid for the peace at a cost of getting APC or the Yoruba governor and former governor involved. If this one is way ahead of this, there's nothing wrong in taking it. What is most important here is peace. Haven't you seen in many situations when a country have internal crisis and they can't resolve, the UN step in, ECOWAS step in. Nobody question why ECOWAS will have to be the one. If that will bring peace.
Yes.
And then the fact that Fubara had allowed this to have lingered to this moment before this issue of resolution. You see, it's normal. This is power play. They are fighting for power and supremacy, the loss of power, all right? So, but you see, when I go into a contest with you, and I realize that you're becoming more powerful because of the support you have, and I still needed the relationship for a benefit, I would rather submit or admit defeat if only I'll still be allowed to achieve something than
very great point. You actually took care of the question I wanted to ask you, so very good one. So let me still come back to you, but very briefly, our time is running. You talked about, having lost some resources and all that, before getting to this point. Does it ever occur to you that there could have also been savings that Fubara has made by not conceding to whatever request or whatever that was causing problems, either appoint my person or doing that or whatever it could be, or bring this or don't bring this or do that? Does it appear to you that there could have been savings made for River State too?
I doubt if there are any savings. Whatever saving you think he may have made with this piece, he will pay it, if not triple. Because you and I are not there on the table where they are negotiating. What are the terms? Because what it is the lesser person. He has submitted to the authority of the FCT ministers. So the FCT minister will dictate and he will have to accept. That's why Osadolo told him that it is good for you to go for peace, but if it is for personal aggrandizement, for your selfish interest, and not for the people of River State, it doesn't make any difference. You shouldn't have gone into the fight in the first place.
All right. So now let's talk about stability of character. Fubara was dining and whining with Wike very, very well, to the extent that the campaign was short. Wike put it on himself.
Did it all.
Yes, Wike did everything. Everybody saw that. And just, let's say months, I think it was about a few weeks after, Fubara switched, in some certain things that they didn't agree anymore. Are you seeing that after this peace, if for any reason they call him back, that there's going to be a switch again? Because things are always dynamic. Be very brief.
Now, you see, there was a crisis that led to the declaration of state of emergency. And then the truth is this, either we like it or not, the crisis have also exposed a lot of things that many of us did not know.
Which could be the game part. Everything's not about money.
About money. How much the state was being generated under Wike, and how much the state is getting now. So, and then we, the novice, have the feelings that it's more of the money issue that brought the crisis in the first place, not that somebody was going after somebody's wife or daughter. So now, the state today is already exposed to an extent how much is expected. So I want to believe that even if there's peace today, there will still be more development that there would have been if
there was no crisis.
If there was no crisis.
All right, let me put it there. So you are feeling that, it was all lost. Somebody say no, there could have been gain somewhere along the line. See, political awareness and even people that demonstrated, deepening democracy is all about facing challenges and conquering them. And some of them will come at a cost. They come at the cost of tear gas. Sometimes in a very sad cost, loss of life. But again, if Fabiola wasn't dead, Obasanjo wouldn't have been president.
Definitely.
So somehow there are benefits in some form, and they may not be written in terms of Naira and Kobo. This is still News Insights, and we're hopeful that Rivers State comes to a very peaceful atmosphere that everybody was expecting of them. A very rich state. The second, in terms of IGR after Lagos, we should be expecting serious development if this reconciliation goes through completely. This is News Insights once again, and we'll be right back.